One tomato left out of the garden. I wonder what it tastes like. That's pretty good. Welcome back to Swan Branch, everybody. We're back here today just to do a little bit of work, and we got to do some cleanup just to get it ready for next year. So let me show you what we were planning to do and see if we get it done in the end. One of the first things we've already finished, Dewana ended up pulling up all of the tomato vines, and we got them loaded into the gorilla cart. We've got a fire going right now, so we're gonna go burn that instead of trying to cut those up small for the compost pile. The next thing we got to do is pull up all of these tomato stakes, and we're going to clear all of the weeds out of the bed, and then we're going to top dress it with some compost and some straw. We'll get it ready for a winter cover. Well, we finished cleaning up the garden. So all we did was just remove all the vines and the tomatoes that we ended up letting fall to the ground. You know, when you get to that time in August when all the tomatoes are ripe at the same time and into September, it's hard to keep up with it all. So we had quite a bit of waste, but we're going to use that in the compost. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use last year's compost pile, which is this. And it's all the way down. It's actually what we had a lot of stuff growing in this year that came up from seed. So we're going to take it and spread it over the entire raised bed here just to put a covering on it. We have some straw underneath the tarp, and we'll use it to put a cover over top of the compost. And then the next project is to use these grass clippings from earlier in the week and start a new compost pile. It's amazing how dry that is, isn't it?
Yep. These beds have cleaned up nicely.
Well, this is the finished compost bin that we've started. This is a mixture of grass clippings and food scraps and dry leaves that we had stored from last year. So we're going to leave this here at least for today and a few more days, and then we'll decide in about 3 or 4 days if we're going to flip it or not. I'm not sure exactly when the next time we're going to be back here is, but let me show you what the garden looks like after we got the compost and straw on it. It looks ready to be planted in just about. So at least we've got a cover on it this year. We didn't do that last year, and that caused a lot of weeds to be in this area anyway. We didn't have the raised beds yet. So the next thing we're going to do when we're down here, we have this row of potatoes that we still have to dig. Hopefully we're going to have some kind of result. We planted half a row of red potatoes and half a row of russet potatoes, and those were just leftovers that we had at our house that were going bad and starting to sprout. So we decided to go ahead and plant them and see what we get. And so it'll be a surprise. Maybe that'll be in a couple days, but we'll show you that in a separate video. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by and watching the video. And on your way out, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button to encourage us. Subscribe to the channel so you can watch us as we try to build a homestead out of raw land. We'll see you next time.